much. Yeah, I'm going to hop in some NFL with you. You down, John?
Yeah.
All right, let's fucking add Tone real quick. Yo, Tone, welcome to the show, buddy.
Yep. So you ready to beat up Carson Wentz?
Hold up. Before we beat up on Carson Wentz, let's give a round of applause to the great.
Swami says.
No, the great.
Yeah.
The one and only Big Dick Nick. Nick Foles. Shout out, bro. Nick Foles is amazing, bro. Nick Foles is amazing, bro. Amazing. It was a mistake to get rid of him. Off the bench, throwing TDs, baby.
Yeah, but that's the only time he's good. Every time he's a starter, he falls on his face.
Oh, see, John, you're just thinking into what Tone had.
Thank you. Somebody finally agrees with me, man.
Come on. So wait, let's get this. So he comes off the bench in his career, right? He comes off the bench for the Eagles. He has the 27-2 season, right? Because Vic started that year.
Yeah.
Okay, so then he does that. So then the next season, he starts the season as a starter. He's leading the league in turnovers before he got hurt. Then he goes to St. Louis, stinks out loud, gets benched for guys that aren't even in the league. Then he goes to Kansas City, and he's out of the league. He comes back, plays great at the end of the season for the Eagles, plays like shit for 2 playoff games, but they win anyway. Like that Falcons game, he tried to give the game away, and then Julio dropped it in the end zone, so they win. And he plays great against Minnesota, great in the Super Bowl, and then he's gone again. Like, you know, he plays for the stretches. He comes off the bench and gets it done.
Wrong. You're right. You're saying he's coming off the bench.
That's what happened.
He's not a starter too.
You're saying he's coming off. No.
That is what happened.
You saying he's coming. No. You're saying he's coming off the bench like he's not starting these football games, bro. Who cares?
No, he
if you're
starts the football games. He's not a season-long starter. He's never been a successful season-long starter ever.
It doesn't matter. He
it
wins.
Does matter.
When he plays, he wins. When he's not playing for a
So what happened in St. Louis? Why did he win then?
Okay,
why did he win in St. Louis?
Because St. Louis was a garbage pail can.
Okay, why didn't he win when he was? Why didn't he win? Why didn't he win when he was the starter after the 27-2 season? Why was he leading the league in turnovers and stinking the place up?
Stinking the place up
then?
Because you're only
he was leading the league in turnovers.
So what? Who cares if he was leading the league in turnovers? Did they have a winning league?
They weren't winning.
Record? Yes, they were.
No.
Yes, they did. Yeah, they did.
Oh, they had a winning record. Yeah, but not because of him.
Oh,
he
no.
Stunk.
No,
not that season. After the 27-2 season, he was leading the league in turnovers before he got hurt. That's not why they're winning.
It doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter if he was leading the league in turnovers. He
was
doesn't
winning
matter. Games. It doesn't matter.
You know, he wasn't. He was playing bad, and they were winning despite him. It's just like when Tim Tebow was the quarterback. He played awful, and the team won anyway.
Stop, bro. They were. I believe they were 7-3 when he broke his collarbone against Houston. 7-3.
He was 7-3. No, they weren't.
Yes, he was.
He didn't even play that many games.
Yes, he did.
He didn't play that many games that season. They had 7-3.
Okay, then look it up, bro. They had a winning record. They had a winning record.
I know they had a winning record. I think they were more like 4-2. But still, he wasn't playing good. Is the point? When he's a season-long starter, he does not play well.
Games. He was winning games, bro. That's all that matters. Winning games.
Okay. That's like saying Trent Dilfer was winning games. Like Trent Dilfer, did he win that Falcons game in the playoffs? Was that him winning that game? No, it wasn't him. He didn't win.
What Falcons?
He won.
Game?
I mean, he's the winning quarterback, but I mean,
in the playoffs?
It's not the reason they won.
In the playoffs?
Yeah, the one where he hit the guy in the chest at the end of halftime, and the dude dropped it because he tried to throw a pick to him. You know, the one where Julio Jones drops the ball in the end zone for the win, that one.
That wasn't
that one. Where they score. How many points they score in that game? How many points they score in that game?
So what, bro?
So that's his job. He's the quarterback. He didn't score any points.
Every game doesn't have to be you freaking light him up, bro. He made up for it.
No, but it has to be at least average. Like, score the average amount of points. How many points they score in that game? 13? 14?
Okay,
16?
You're gonna hold the first playoff game. You're gonna hold his second playoff game against them, but yet.
What about the games before that? How did he play in that game?
What, against Dallas? He had one drive in that game. One drive.
One drive. he finished that season.
You trying to trash
Wentz got hurt like
Foles.
week 15. I'm not trashing him. I'm saying what he is. He's not a starting quarterback. He's a great backup.
No. He's a Super Bowl champion. No.
He is a Super Bowl champion. You're right.
He's a Super Bowl champion.
So is Jeff Hostetler. Jeff Hostetler is a Super Bowl champion. He's not a starting quarterback either.
No.
Yeah,
Jeff
exactly.
Hostetler. No. Trent Dilfer, and Jeff Hostetler.
Trent Dilfer's a winning quarterback too.
Trent Dilfer, Jeff Hostetler, they went for a ride. Nick Foles won the Super Bowl for the Eagles. He
played 2 great games against Minnesota and New England.
2 games that matter.
But he's never done it. He's clutch. He's clutch. He is not a season-long starter. He's not. He's never has been.
Exactly.
Listen, bro.
He never has. He's had 100 chances. He had chances in Kansas City. He had chances in St. Louis.
Okay, because he's not a miracle worker, and because he can't turn around these shitty franchises like Jacksonville and freaking the Rams when they were in St. Louis.
Quarterback do. That's what a franchise quarterback's supposed to do.
Thank you. That's what a franchise quarterback does.
Clearly they do. Okay.
Nick Foles is a fucking backup. You know.
Yep.
Hey,
career backup,
but he's an
excellent one.
I told you this.
He's the greatest backup. He's the greatest backup of all time. Okay. He's the greatest backup of all time.
Okay. He can be the greatest backup of all time. That's fine.
Hold up. Not only that, but you guys are sitting here trying to say that Nick Foles is okay. All right, I'll give you he's a backup. All right, fine. He didn't start the season. He didn't start the season this year. The reason they didn't start him this year is because they have so much invested in Mitchell Trubisky. Okay, they had to know if he can play or not. Nick Foles has no ties to the Chicago Bears. None.
Well, yeah.
All right?
He has Matt Nagy.
He outplayed Carson Wentz. Okay, Carson Wentz cannot
play. When did he outplay Carson Wentz? When? Yesterday?
No. When Carson Wentz had a faked back injury and they benched him.
Oh,
Nick Foles
you mean during Wentz's MVP run, like that, like when he was on pace for the MVP, like when he was still leading the league in touchdown passes 2 weeks after he was hurt?
MVP run.
That's when Foles outplayed him.
Are you talking about the only time Carson Wentz ever played good football?
Yeah, that's the season you're talking about.
Are you talking about
the season you're talking about? You're telling me Foles outplayed him.
You're talking about 3 seasons ago? That's the last.
Yeah, that's what season we're talking about, right?
That's the last time you ever seen
Nick Foles didn't outplay anybody last season because I didn't see him starting anywhere.
Who cares?
And when
Jacksonville's a cesspool. Jacksonville's a cesspool.
He played 1 game for Jacksonville. He didn't even finish it.
Yeah, because he got hit by an illegal dirty hit.
Fine, it doesn't matter. But he didn't outplay anybody last year. He threw 1 pass. And by the way, Carson Wentz's team last year went to the playoffs, and he had nobody at receiver. There's better receivers on the Braves, Ravagers, and Camden right now than there was on the field for Carson Wentz last year. And he's the only quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards and not have a guy go over 500. So, I mean, he had swap around him and still – so what? He won his division with nobody.
A bunch of meaningless – oh, my God. With an easy-ass schedule, first and foremost. With an easy schedule.
The same schedule everybody else in the division played.
They played the Vikings. They played the Vikings, the Dolphins. No, not the Vikings. I'm sorry. The Dolphins, the Giants, the Redskins, the beat-up Cowboys who were done. And then
everybody else in the division played all those teams. And guess what? He won a division. They didn't, and they had better teams than him. Dallas was a better team than the Eagles, and Carson Wentz's team won the division. He don't have Zeke. He don't have Amari Cooper. He don't have Michael Gallup.
He got him 15 minutes. He played not even 15 minutes longer than Dak Prescott. He got himself knocked out of the game because he's a fucking moron.
Okay, fine. No, he got himself thrown out of the game because Clowney hit him. That was illegal.
No.
Yeah.
Throw the ball away. Stop putting yourself in
fine. I'll give you that. He holds the ball too long. But don't tell me that that team, like he didn't play well that season. They had to get there with nobody.
He didn't play well.
With nobody.
You trying to say he played? You trying to say Carson Wentz played well last season, bro? No way. No.
Who was on that team? Who was on that team that was carrying them?
Throw the ball.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? There's not even NFL players on that team.
You're talking about you want him to throw the ball. You're talking about you're looking for names, okay? Throw the ball to whoever's open, and he clearly cannot do that. I don't care what's the name on the back of the jersey. He clearly cannot hit open receivers.
This year is a totally different story. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about last year. Yes, it is. Yes, it is a totally different story. They're winless in 3 weeks. That wasn't the case last year.
He looks worse. He looks worse this season than he did last year.
He does look worse this season, and I think that's coaching, but that's a whole different thing.
Oh God!
And I also think
thank you. Yo,
blame it on the
you got rid of all the coaches in that team, and nobody holds that guy accountable. They all just let him do whatever the hell he wants, and he's regressing. Every time they take a coach away from that team has regressed offensively. And to compound the problem, they can't draft worth a lick. Who is the last NFL caliber receiver Howie Roseman has drafted? Who is it? Deshaun Jackson? That was like a decade ago. And they're still hanging on to him. It's ridiculous. That front office blows. And the fact that they brought in after they got rid of Reich and the other guy, they got rid of them too, and they bring in Mike Rowe, and Mike Rowe made a comment last year that was so off the wall. I forgot what it was. It kind of like he didn't even understand football, like he never even saw football before. It's ridiculous. That front office blows.
Don't blame Carson Wentz. You want to blame the front office? You want to blame the coaching? You want to blame the front office?
Wentz is not playing well this year. I'll give you that.
No.
But don't tell me that's indicative of how great Nick Foles is.
He sucks. Nick Foles is better than Carson Wentz. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
all
my
right.
God! Coming off the bench. Coming off the bench.
I don't care.
Listen, you let me know. You let me know when Nick Foles is in the MVP consideration. Let me know when that happens. Let me know when Nick Foles' team wins the division. A team that Nick Foles starts from week 1 to week 16. I want it to win the division, any division. Let me know when it happens. Let me know when he wins the starting job in training camp. How about that? He hasn't done that anywhere.
Politics has everything to do with. We know politics has things to do with football. Don't act like Nick Foles isn't better than Mitchell Trubisky. He clearly is.
Well, listen, I know. Listen. Is Nick Foles better than Trubisky? We'll find out. I think he is.
He is.
What's up?
They say on the sports show he is.
Yo, you're sitting here trying to act like Carson Wentz. You're trying to act like you're making all these excuses for Carson Wentz, bro. It makes no sense, bro. Carson Wentz has no pocket awareness. Carson Wentz cannot read a defense. Carson Wentz has no deep ball. Carson Wentz has a turnover problem.
No deep ball?
What about
you say he has no deep ball?
No
deep
ball.
You say that?
None.
Did you see that throw to Greg Ward yesterday? Did you see it or no?
No, I saw the one to Miles Sanders.
He threaded up the sideline to Greg Ward. Doesn't even belong in the league as a receiver. That's who he hit with that throw.
Okay. What about the one to Miles Sanders? You can't tell me the dude don't have.
He missed it. That's it. I already said he's not playing well this year. But don't tell me that he doesn't have a deep ball. Like
he's leading the league. You talking about Nick Foles led the league in turnovers. Carson Wentz is leading the league in turnovers.
I already said he's not playing well
and
this
interceptions.
Year. But,
so you said he's not playing well. Do you think they should bench him? You think they should
do like the
Bears did and put him on the bench?
Only three games.
First of all,
3 games.
Yeah, first of all, it's only 3 games. But number 2, you can't bench him because back to the front office, you don't have any backup plan. Your only guy on the team to back him up is Hurts, and he's not ready. He came in for one play and fumbled yesterday.
Okay. What's the difference?
And that goes back to the front office.
What's the difference if Hurts fumbles and Carson Wentz fumbles every other play?
Because Wentz has first of all, Wentz has produced in the league. Wentz has led you to division titles already. Hurts hasn't completed a pass in the league yet.
Wentz had one good season, bro. Carson Wentz has had one.
First of all,
good season.
He's got 2 seasons where he won the division for them.
I don't
You're
care.
going to go to a rookie who has a complete pass?
You're talking about winning the division in the worst division.
Well, you asked me
football?
why they couldn't. What's the difference between him and Hurts? That's the difference.
With a 9-7 record, you're bragging about winning the division with a 9-7 record.
You asked me why they can't go to Hurts. I'm telling you, because this guy's won the division twice, was an MVP candidate, and the other guy hasn't completed a pass. That's why you can't go to him.
Oh wait, Nick Foles was an MVP candidate.
Yeah, he was an MVP.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
5 years.
No, he wasn't.
Yes,
he never received an MVP vote. No, he didn't. Not a single one.
He was an MVP candidate.
No, he wasn't.
Won the Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, that's a different. I'm talking about season MVP.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Something Carson Wentz will never do.
What?
Carson Wentz
he's never going to win the Super Bowl? Ever?
Carson Wentz will never win a Super Bowl. Never.
Okay.
Carson Wentz will be out. Carson Wentz will be out of football within the next 5 years.
You know what? That might happen because of injury. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that DeAndre Hopkins conversation we had. How's that working out for you?
About who? What'd you say?
DeAndre Hopkins. When you try to tell me he wasn't that good, he's not a number one receiver.
All right.
I remember that. How'd that go?
Hold on. Let's not act like Carson Wentz is that guy, bro. He's not, bro. He's not.
No, he's
not.
Listen, he's a franchise quarterback. I think if he's on a different –
No, he's
yes,
not.
he is.
Not.
I think if he's on a different team, you see I think when you saw him with better coaching that first year that held him accountable,
his second year.
That's him. That's his ceiling.
Nah.
That's his ceiling.
He's afraid to run.
If you give him real coaching and real personnel again.
It's the coaching now. It's the coaching.
Yes, absolutely. Coaching absolutely matters. You're going to tell me it don't? Look at Green Bay.
Coaching does matter. Coaching does matter. But coaching has nothing to do with your pocket awareness. Coaching has nothing to do with your accuracy.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Coaches is Carson
Wentz. Yes, it does.
I feel like
you think it's a coincidence?
Exactly.
You think it's a coincidence that his accuracy has deteriorated and his mechanics has
deteriorated because he has deteriorated.
Or because nobody's holding him accountable and nobody's working on his mechanics with him. Just let him do whatever the hell he wants.
Okay. Remember when they said that his back? Remember they took him out and said his back. We were down. We were 6-7, and then Nick Foles goes on a run and wins the division. Gets us into the playoffs. No, he didn't win the division. Gets us into the playoffs and then beats the freaking Bears. That was because the team completely different. Same coaching.
Yes, because they
same players.
Doug Peterson changed the play calling.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He didn't.
Go look at their run to pass ratio when Foles is in, and their run to pass ratio when Wentz is in. Peterson gets crushed on that all the time.
Bro,
listen, it's just like when Michael Vick played for the Falcons and when Michael Vick played for the Eagles. The Michael Vick that played for the Eagles was 1,000 times better quarterback than the Michael Vick that played for the Falcons. The Michael Vick that played for the Falcons wasn't held accountable, was allowed to do whatever he wanted. He admitted he didn't study the playbook. It was just sheer athleticism. That's what they're letting Wentz do now. And that's why he plays like that. Coaching, and they worked with him, and the same thing that happened to Vic, when he got proper coaching and all that stuff, he came out on fire. He looked like a different quarterback.
It's his ego, bro. He thinks Carson Wentz thinks he's better than what he is.
That could be part of it too. Hey, listen, that could be part of it too. I can't say that because I'm not around him, so I don't know. I can't
I'm an NFL insider. I get all the inside.
Okay, well, you know, I'm not privileged like you.
Do you think Gardner Minshew's better than Carson Wentz?
Gardner Minshew is definitely better than Carson Wentz right now.
Gardner Minshew, the guy who played for 170 yards against the Dolphins and lost?
Okay. We just lost to the Bengals, bro. What are you talking about?
They didn't lose to the Bengals. They tied the Bengals.
Which, I mean, feels like a loss.
At home? That's a loss, bro.
That's a loss. Feels like a loss.
Listen,
that's a loss.
I mean, Tone was about to go jump Carson Wentz in a parking lot. That's how that's how bad.
Yeah, but Gardner Minshew. Gardner
Minshew is better than Carson Wentz right now. Carson
Wentz stinks.
Trash. Carson Wentz is the worst quarterback in the NFL right now.
Oh, worse than Matt Stafford? Your buddy Matt Stafford?
Yeah, he's worse than Matt Stafford.
He's the worst quarterback in the league.
Who's worse?
Ridiculous.
Who's better? Like who's like
Actually, Matt Stafford.
Carson Wentz is the worst.
We can go through the
quarterback in
division.
NFL.
Okay, so Sam Darnold's definitely worse, but
no, he's not.
That's another one with no team around him. Yes, he is. Did you see him play last week? He's going to be 31-7. Like, he can't even put up 14 points.
The Eagles tied the Bengals.
He threw two pick sixes.
Carson Wentz
he gave up. Sam Darnold threw more points to the Colts. Wait, Sam Darnold threw more points to the Colts than he did to his own team yesterday.
Okay, all right. I'll give you Sam Darnold. That's about it.
All right, that's about it.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Give me another one.
You got,
give me 5 quarterbacks that's worse than Carson Wentz. I mean, that's better than
Nick Mullins is. Mullins is starting right now for San Francisco.
Sorry, not worse. Come on, starting quarterbacks. Starting quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Now I'm not talking about because Jimmy Garoppolo is better than Carson Wentz. Jimmy Garoppolo is better than Carson Wentz.
Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, of course you're gonna have them.
I'm just saying,
they're better than him.
Yeah.
I'll take Carson Wentz over Baker Mayfield. He stinks out loud.
Nope. I'll take Baker.
No,
I'll take Baker.
Baker Mayfield's never had a winning season. Baker Mayfield never had a winning season. He's got all the talent in the world.
Carson Wentz is trash.
You take Joe Burrow.
I'll take
Baker
Joe Burrow
Mayfield's got. Look at that team Baker Mayfield's got, and he can't win. Like, he can't win. He can't win anything. He can't win games. He can't get a winning record.
No, that's coaching. That's coaching.
He stinks. Like, he's got more commercials than he's got wins.
Carson's got more. Carson's got that ring that Nick Foles won.
Dwayne Haskins is way worse.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know about that. Ron Rivera just told him if he don't grow up, he's out. Like,
I don't know about that.
Come on.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that.
He beat Carson Wentz head to head. He beat him head to head.
You would take your buddy
Matt Stafford?
Yeah, that
D-line beat them.
Carson?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And you don't.
Matt Stafford's a better quarterback than Carson Wentz.
You think Matt Stafford is overrated?
I don't think he should be in the NFL anymore. I think he should lose his job a long time ago. Matt Stafford. He doesn't win. He's not a winner.
He belongs in the league. He's
a backup. He's not a backup.
Stop it.
Bro, he cannot.
Matthew Stafford's going to be a backup.
He's been in the league for 15 freaking years. He hasn't won one playoff game. Come on.
He plays in Detroit.
So what? If you're a franchise quarterback, what you just said to me, if you're a franchise quarterback, you're going to turn the freaking franchise around.
Yes, he did. They're better than they were when he got there.
Okay, yeah.
They were winless when he got there.
Bro, stop it, bro. He's been there for too long without winning. He hasn't won. You can't be there. How can you be at a place for 15 years and haven't won one playoff game? Come on.
I don't know. It's Marvin Lewis.
Okay, Marvin Lewis. He doesn't have a job anymore. Okay? And
he's not eventually.
Daniel Jones is better than Carson.
Better than him.
Daniel Jones is
better than Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
It's early in his career. That's another team that stinks. I can't really judge him either way. I mean, you can talk about a team that stinks out loud.
Daniel Jones.
I wouldn't say that now. He hasn't done anything.
Okay, Jared Goff is better than Carson Wentz. Jared Goff is better than Carson Wentz. Yes. Yes.
I guess.
Yes. He's receptive to
I think
he's
a system guy, but
they were the worst team last year.
Oh yeah, a couple years ago, 2 seasons ago, I believe.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, well, I mean, last year they didn't even make the playoffs. But
so what? Division. So what? Who cares? You keep talking about the playoffs. Carson Wentz played 5 minutes in the playoffs after he got his stupid ass knocked out.
He took his team there. If I take my team to the playoffs and you don't, I went further than you. I did better than you.
So now we're bragging about division titles.
No, we're not bragging. We're gauging. We're not bragging about it. We're just gauging against each other.
McNabb was doing it.
Goff made it to a Super Bowl. Because
when McNabb was doing it, it wasn't good enough. Okay? When McNabb was
listen. When McNabb was doing it, it was better than X. We weren't saying he was the worst quarterback in the world. Nobody was saying he was the worst.
No, because he showed consistency.
We were just saying he wasn't the best.
McNabb was a winner. McNabb went to
friggin' to an extent, yeah.
McNabb was a winner.
To an extent.
Carson Wentz is not a winner. Carson Wentz is
not
not
the winner of Super Bowl.
Yeah, McNabb the winner to an extent. Right, he never won a Super Bowl.
Neither did Carson Wentz.
Nobody's saying that about Wentz. We're just saying he's better than certain guys.
Okay, here, pull up all the quarterbacks in the NFL, and then we're going to go through the whole roster.
Right now?
Yeah, pull up all the starting quarterbacks in the NFL, and we'll go through it, and we'll see if Carson Wentz.
Well, listen, if you can't admit he's better than Dwayne Haskins, what's the point? Like Dwayne Haskins.
I think Dwayne Haskins. Carson Wentz.
Dwayne Haskins isn't better than Tyree. Like I'm going to play Tyree on Sunday, and Tyree's better than Dwayne Haskins. Like I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure if Sean was on this show and I asked him if he's better than Dwayne Haskins, he'd say yes.
Yo, okay. Is Carson Wentz better than Mitchell Trubisky?
Yes.
No.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Trubisky just got benched.
Tom, what you say?
Yeah, Trubisky hasn't done nothing.
Yeah,
so Carson Wentz is better than Mitchell
the
Trubisky?
Mitch the bitch Trubisky.
Yes.
Okay. Is all right. Tone, is Carson Wentz better than Tyrod Taylor?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay.
We did Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew? Yeah, of course you guys are going to say he's better than Gardner Minshew.
Yes.
Okay, what about Drew Lock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drew Lock started like all 7 games. Yes.
Daniel Jones?
And this is John's team, so
Hold up.
John loves the Dolphins. So is Carson better than Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Hold up. No. Daniel Jones. Is he better than Daniel Jones?
Yes.
Tone?
Yeah.
Patrick. And that's just John's team, the Dolphins. So he's saying, you're saying
yes, it is my team, and yes, he's better than Ryan Fitzpatrick.
You're bugging, bro. Carson Wentz is not better than Carson Wentz is not better than Ryan Fitzpatrick, bro. He's not.
Ryan Fitzpatrick can't even hold a starting job.
Okay. Because Ryan Fitzpatrick is scrappy and a winner. He tries.
Yeah, but he's not a winner. He doesn't win anywhere he goes. He's been on like 50 teams. He never wins.
Because he's always on bad
big games.
Always on bad teams.
Yeah, but there's a reason for that. Because he's on them.
Wow, you're
I mean, that's just
he's
the Dolphins.
He's shitting on them.
If you go to 5 different teams and none of them win, what's that say about you? Not too much.
All right, let's keep going. Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Hold on, Tone. Teddy Bridgewater.
I think he's better than Bridgewater.
Yeah,
Tone?
he's better than Bridgewater.
Oh, you guys are fucking beaten. All right, go ahead, Tone. What were you gonna say?
Ryan Fitzpatrick threw 23 interceptions in 2011.
So?
That's amazing.
That was almost 10 years ago, though. Like
Carson Wentz.
That's how long he's been throwing.
Yeah, he was in the league. He was in the league for 7 years. He came in the league in 2005.
Carson Wentz has 23
anything.
Carson Wentz has 23 fumbles, and neither has Carson Wentz. You guys need to let that freaking 13-game season
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Carson Wentz.
Let it go.
Carson Wentz has 2 teams that Ryan Fitzpatrick never won a division anywhere, and he's played in like 50 of them. They realigned his divisions. He's been playing so long, and he still can't win them.
He's another Matt Stafford. Like, he's a lifer in the NFL. Like,
he's a career backup. He's a career backup that earns himself a starting job because he's borderline. He's borderline starter, borderline backup.
But he's better than starter that they
have. But
he's
definitely better. He's definitely better than fucking Carson Wentz. Okay, Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Real quick. Carson Wentz never threw double-digit picks in the season. The most he ever threw in the season was 7.
All right. Carson Wentz also has not won a playoff game. Next. Okay. Sam Darnold?
No, he's way better than Sam Darnold.
You're
he's way better than Sam Darnold.
Okay. All right. Baker Mayfield.
Yes.
Your official pick. Okay. Joe Burrow.
So they just tied it up out there, you know?
Right now? Yeah, he's better than Joe Burrow right now. I don't know that he will continue to be, but
Joe Burrow
as of right now,
played 3 games already. Man.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm just saying Carson Wentz sucks, bro. I'm just saying Carson Wentz sucks. Okay, Phillip Rivers.
No.
Nope.
I mean, maybe now.
No, he's definitely not.
Phillip Rivers is a dinosaur. You can't even compare.
He is.
He's still playing. He's still starting.
And he's still winning. He's still winning games, and he's better than Carson Wentz.
Listen, compare Carson Wentz to 5 to 8 year quarterbacks, not guys that been in the league.
Everybody in the NFL.
15 years.
Everybody in the NFL.
You can't. How you going to judge that? How you going to judge that? He only been in the league 5 years.
I'm asking. You're saying yes or no, and I'm going to.
I mean, he's starting.
I'm taking all those quarterbacks. I'm taking Carson Wentz off for all those quarterbacks that you just named.
Okay.
I won't pick him over Rivers. I won't do that.
Not Rivers. Rivers.
Josh Allen. Is he better than Josh Allen? Hell no.
Not right now.
Nope.
Not right now.
Nope.
No. Josh Allen.
I don't think so. All right. Derek
Josh Allen's on fire. I say yeah.
No.
I say yeah.
Hell no. Nope.
Tone. Derek Carr.
Who's your name?
Derek Carr.
From the Raiders.
Is he better than Derek Carr?
Yeah, he's better than Carr.
Ah, man, get the fuck out of here, dog. You're fucking bugging. All right, Kyler Murray. Is he better than Kyler Murray?
What did Carr do?
No.
What did Carr do?
Is he better than Kyler Murray?
No, he's not better.
No, he's not better.
I didn't think so. Okay. Is he better than Jared Goff?
No.
Nope.
Not right now.
No way he's better than Roethlisberger. Never will be better than Roethlisberger.
No, he's not better than Roethlisberger.
Not Roethlisberger. You can't compare him. You can't compare him to Roethlisberger.
Okay. All right. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Or Russell Wilson or any of those other guys.
Hold on, let me finish going.
Jimmy Garoppolo. I think he's better than Garoppolo.
Nope.
I think he's better than Garoppolo.
Hell no.
Yeah, statistically, yeah. Stat-wise, yeah, he's better than Garoppolo.
Yeah.
What has Garoppolo done?
He won
playoff games. Took his team to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, love it.
That's what he did. He played all the games.
Yeah.
Something that Carson Wentz had.
So did Trent Dilfer. Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer was a backup and came in for Tony Banks. Let's not act like that. Like, stop it. Stop it.
I mean, there's plenty of guys that ride their deep. Brad Johnson went to a Super Bowl too and won it. Who cares?
Yeah, but Brad Johnson
stunk.
Brad Johnson was a decent quarterback.
He actually stunk. No, he stunk in that season, and that defense just carried him there. They scored more points on defense than they did on offense in that Super Bowl.
No, they didn't. In that Super Bowl,
it was so ridiculous.
In the Super Bowl,
they did. Because the stupid Raiders didn't change their playbook.
That was coaching, bro. That was coaching. All right.
That was all coaching. Well, yeah, they used Gruden's playbook against him. He knew all the plays.
Yeah, they used the playbook that he created. It was stupid.
That is so dumb. It's so dumb.
I don't think Carson's better than
Carson Wentz is not better than Cam Newton.
Right now in the Patriots, no.
Cam
Newton.
No, he's not better than Newton.
Ever. He was never better than Cam Newton. Tone?
I don't know. Maybe Newton at the end of the Panthers, but not now.
Tone, I want to hear you say it. I want to hear you say it.
Is he better? You can't compare him, no.
Okay. Matt Ryan.
No, he's not better than Matt Ryan.
No. Tone? I didn't think so.
No.
All right, here we go. Big Dick Dak Prescott. Is Carson Wentz better than Dak Prescott?
I actually think they're the same player. I think they're the same player. I'll say this. Last year, Dak had the way better team, and his team didn't win that division. They had to play head-to-head for the division, and I'm pretty sure Carson Wentz's team won with way less talent.
Did they play them the first game of the season last year, and it started off with a fumble?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they played the last game of the season in a must-win, and Wentz's team won, and Dak didn't, and Dak had way more talent on his team than Wentz had on his team. Wentz was throwing to Greg Ward, and Dak was throwing to Amari Cooper. And Dak was going against the Eagles' defense that stinks.
Always looking at names. Always looking at names on the back of the jersey.
I'm looking at talent. Okay. Well, guess what? When my guys get open more, okay, fine. Throw the ball to the open guy. We'll say your receivers are Reese and Kool-Aid or two of the Ravens guys. And then when you got two of the Ravens guys, I'm going to say throw to the open guy while Reese and Kool-Aid are running down the field wide open. I'll throw to Reese and Kool-Aid. You throw to the two Ravens guys.
That's not true. Sean just threw to Mike when Reese and Kool-Aid were open, because Reese was actually mad that Sean didn't throw the ball to him.
Whatever. The point is, it makes your job easier if you have better talent. That's the whole point. Well, okay, so that's the point. The point is, Dak's got more talent than Wentz, and he lost to him in a must-win game.
Bro, that was last season. He was injured. Don't act like he wasn't injured.
That's our most recent face-off. That's the most recent time they played with the biggest stakes on the line, and he lost.
Off. Every time Carson Wentz faces off with Dak Prescott, he loses, okay? Dak Prescott
not
is
last
better.
year with the division on the line. How'd that go?
Okay, fine.
How'd it go?
Fine. You got that? That's coaching. That was coaching. Carson
Whatever
Wentz
it was,
is not better than Dak Prescott.
Well.
That's how I feel.
Then tell Dak to beat him. Then tell Dak to beat him.
Dak does beat him every time he sees the Eagles.
Not when it counts. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. And he lost the division to him.
Except for that one lucky game that Carson Wentz got his brains knocked out.
Yeah,
in.
his lucky
after
on that day. Like.
All right, let's keep going. All right, Kirk Cousins. Go ahead and lie, please.
I hate Kirk Cousins so much too.
I hate Kirk Cousins too, but Kirk Cousins is better than Wentz, bro.
Yeah,
Tone,
he's better than him right now.
No, he's been better than him. Tone.
What? Yeah, you can't compare them, man. Like I said.
Stop it! Come on. You can't compare them.
I'll give it to Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is better. Kirk Cousins is better than Carson Wentz.
Kirk Cousins got more weapons. He got
Thielen.
I'm
talking about
he does, but I mean, just Cousins has consistently been playing well the last couple of years. I can't.
As a passer, who's a better quarterback? That's all I'm asking.
Cousins.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right. Tom Brady.
Of course,
Tom Brady.
55-year-old
Tom Brady.
That's a stupid question.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's on the list. Okay.
All right.
Ryan Tannehill. Go ahead and lie.
He's better than Ryan Tannehill.
No, he is not.
Stop that.
No,
stop it.
Not. No,
stop it.
He is not.
Stop it.
Carson.
Come on, man. You know how long I watched Ryan Tannehill play? He's better than Ryan Tannehill.
Shit, hold on. Go ahead. Keep going. Tell me how he's better than Ryan Tannehill.
How's he better than Ryan Tannehill? Ryan Tannehill, he had one miracle run in him. That's it. He's had one, and he came in as a backup. He's another one. Season-long starter. How's he done? He took Miami to the playoffs one time as a wild card, and he didn't even play in that game because he got hurt before the end of the season. Matt Moore played. And guess what? It wasn't the same way Carson Wentz got his team to the playoffs. It wasn't no MVP caliber stuff. It was Ryan Tannehill plays good enough.
Bro,
which is the same thing he does for the Titans.
I'm sorry, bro. I would say at this point right now, Ryan Tannehill is better than Carson Wentz.
Well, good. Let me know when he does it for a full season. Let me know when he goes on a run like that.
Full season. And win.
He just did it last year. He won his division, played all 16 games.
And take his team to the championship game. Like
championship game. Well, let him come off the bench and fill in and only have to go 12 games because that's how many Tannehill played. He didn't play a full season. Mariota started the first handful of games.
Oh, God, stop it. He came off the bench from one game, bro.
It wasn't one game. Mariota played several games last year. Well, one game.
I'm going to check on that, but I'm almost sure that Ryan Tannehill played majority of the season. Majority.
He did play the majority, but it was like the first 5 or 6 games that Mariota played.
Yeah, Mariota. Yeah, he got benched. Mariota got benched after like 4.
Ryan Tannehill said he was so efficient last year, leading the Titans to the playoffs. He was rewarded with a 4-year, $118 million extension.
The championship game. He took his team to the championship game.
Yeah, how many games did Mariota start?
I
believe. If you look up Mariota, it'll tell you how many he started. It's like 5 or 6, something like that.
No, hell no. It wasn't that many. Who was next on the hit list? Matt Stafford. Who's better, Matt Stafford or Carson Wentz? Now, come on. Let's be honest.
Wentz. They're so close. Like,
it's not even close. You know what? It actually is. This is about where he should be at. You're right.
Middle of the pack.
No, bottom of the barrel. Well,
we're putting him in the middle of the pack after all this, so.
Actually, actually, Marcus Mariota, he played game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16, playoff game 18, 19, 20. So he played the first 3 playoff games on here. That's what it said last year. Yes, he did.
I guess he got some burn in the playoff game.
Yeah.
But
he played 1 through 6. The last game.
He played the first.
You're right, John. So he did play. Hold on. Let me see the records. They won. They won the first game. Lost number 2, 3.
Oh, they were a losing team. I know that.
They were 2-2, and then they lost. They were 2-4. 2 and 4. 2 and 4.
This is at 3-4-0 right here.
3-4-0. Okay.
And then they were 2-1 in the playoffs. He played 3 games in the playoffs.
What?
Yeah, he's right. Week 7, he's right. Week 7, Ryan Tannehill was named the starter against the Chargers last year. So Mariota played like 6 games.
6 games.
Yeah. He played 6 games, and then he played the 16th game. He played 7 actually out of regular season.
Well, he played the last game because they already.
No, you count the playoff games. Yeah,
that was
playoff
over.
games, but
that was over.
But still, he only played 10 regular season games. He's like a Nick Foles, and then.
And he had the one decent season in Miami where they were a wild card team, but he didn't even finish that season. Matt Moore won the last 2 games, and then
he
threw
double-digit picks for like 7 years in a row. Look up the stats.
Okay,
right.
Still.
And the other thing about Tannehill is he wasn't even a quarterback in college. He was a wide receiver. He converted to quarterback.
Stafford has been hiding in Detroit for years.
Yeah, he has been.
Yeah, I mean,
good pick for comeback player of the year.
Nah, that's Cam Newton. Or Aaron Rodgers.
Made 1 Pro Bowl.
1 Pro Bowl? Matt Stafford made 1
it was the year.
Pro Bowl?
Yeah, it's the year he threw for 5,000 yards.
He's a fucking bum.
He's been consistently good quarterback. Was nearly on pace for a 5,000-yard season before going down last year. As they said, he got hurt.
He stinks.
Fractures in his back.
All right, let's keep going. Who's next? Up, Carson Wentz. Up, Deshaun Watson.
He's not better than Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson's better.
Deshaun Watson's better.
Of course he is. Aaron Rodgers, of course he is. Breeze, of course he is.
Yep.
Lamar, Russell.
No, he's not better than Lamar Jackson.
Mahomes.
No.
You're trying to say that this guy's better than half the league.
Actually, if you look at this in the top 32, Carson Wentz is number 7. He said what Wentz did. Yeah, he's number 7 out of 32.
You don't know what list this is, though.
What Wentz did down the stretch of the 2019 season was pretty incredible. He
so that
carried
must have been the start this season.
He got here on the practice squad into the playoffs.
So what? He get knocked out in the first fucking 5 minutes of the game?
Dude, like the talent level on that team was so bad. The fact that they were even in the conversation to be in the playoffs is amazing.
All right,
like
so they're in the conversations because that division stinks. So you're giving somebody you're basically trading somebody.
If that division stinks so bad and Wentz stinks so bad, what's that say about Dak and the Cowboys? How bad are they?
I'm not saying Dak and the Cowboys are great. I'm just saying that Dak.
Well, you were trying to tell me Dak's better than him, and it's not even close. Yet you're telling me that he can't beat the guy that's so bad with such bad talent in the worst division.
You're praising Carson Wentz for being the fastest guy in the Special Olympics.
I'm not praising him. I'm telling you that why he's better than the other guy.
He's just not, bro.
He needs to stay healthy.
He is.
It's not consistent enough.
Health is a major factor.
I didn't even bring up the fact that he's always fucking hurt. He's fragile.
Yeah.
He's not. He's inconsistent.
I know debating that.
His accuracy's off. He's fucking schizo in the pocket. He turns the ball over too much.
We're in the red zone.
I am not.
We're in the red zone. He doesn't use his legs. He can't read defenses. He throws in the triple and double coverage on a regular. He misses wide open throws on a consistent basis. He's not that good.
On the sports review shows last night for Carson Wentz, they were saying, "Oh my God, he ran 2 plays and he looked like old Carson when he was out there running the ball."
Because he has to run.
Like if he could just run the ball, like he would be great.
You know why he's running? Nobody's open against the Bengals. Like, if you can't get open against the Bengals, how bad are your reasons? J.J. Arcega-Whiteside doesn't belong in the league. He is not an NFL player.
Applaud him.
He's not.
Applaud him. He's all right.
Like that is such poor management to get to a point where J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is starting for your team. Like, how could you be that bad? Like, that's horrendous. That's like embarrassingly bad.
Yeah.
But
like what other team has a receiver that bad starting for them? Like,
come on.
He might be. Come on, starting? He's their number 2 receiver. He might be the worst number 2 receiver in the league.
Stop, man. You guys are saying this because Carson Wentz is bad. You're saying this because Carson Wentz is bad. When you see
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, when he gets cut from the Eagles, he'll never get signed by anybody ever again.
Put this roster put Aaron Rodgers on this roster. Put Lamar Jackson on. Put Cam Newton on this roster. Put anybody else on this roster, and these guys look great.
Look,
it's Carson Wentz.
Put Dak Prescott on that roster. Put Dak Prescott on that roster.
Nobody on his roster except for Julian Edelman.
That's
He's still out there fucking
balling.
Games.
Yeah. Who? Cam Newton?
What? Yeah. What? Yeah. Cam Newton.
We said Newton was better than him. Give me one of the guys that you think is better.
We're saying that Cam Newton's doing more with less. This Eagles roster is
because he's better than him. Okay. We established that. So now you got to give me one of the guys that's worse than him.
Because the quarterback is trash. If you add a better quarterback onto the Eagles roster,
utilize the trash they have on the field.
The Eagles roster will look way better than what it is. That's all I'm saying.
No, the Eagles roster wouldn't look better. They would just look better in the win column. The roster would still look like crap.
But the roster wouldn't be crap.
No, it would be crap. It'd still be crap. It'd just be shinier crap. Look, it's not like Aaron Rodgers. It's not like Aaron Rodgers makes the playoffs and makes these deep runs every year. There's years where he misses. There's years where the Packers are 9-7 and he's on the team. Like, football's a team sport. You can't just throw one guy out there and just be like, "Oh, we're winning." That's not how it works.
The quarterback.
That's not how it works.
The quarterback
is the heart of the team.
It's the most important. Yes, I agree. And there's quarterbacks that can make this team better than what it is. I agree. But to say he's the worst and he doesn't belong in the league, that's ridiculous.
He's one of them.
Right.
He's one of
them.
He's
in the middle of the pack.
You're wrong, Jeff.
No, he's not in the middle of the pack. No, he's not. He's not in the middle of the pack. He's not in the middle of the pack.
Listen, the same argument you can make to put a better quarterback on this team. If you put him on a better team, he'd be look better.
No.
There's some guys look. If you switch him and Baker Mayfield, the Browns will be better and the Eagles will be the same.
I'll do that right now. Go for it. I'll do that.
Baker Mayfield can't hit. Baker Mayfield's got 2 Pro Bowl receivers and he can't hit either of them. He's going to start hitting Greg Ward. Like, come on, he can't find OBJ. He's gonna hit J.J. Arcega-Whiteside for touchdowns. Like, come on.
It's not like. All right, first of all, Odell Beckham Jr.
Wentz has never had those guys to throw.
Odell Beckham Jr. is definitely overrated, so let's not act like he's not.
Yeah, but he's better than all the Eagles receivers put together, and so is Jarvis Landry, and what's the face? Right. Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb are better than Miles Sanders, and the Browns' offensive line is better than the Eagles' offensive line. Like, everything Baker has is better than what Carson has, and he can't even get a winning record. Like, it stinks.
You're talking like the Eagles have a winning record.
They did last year, and they did the last time.
Same thing for Dak Prescott.
One game.
Not this season.
Same thing for Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott's got Pro Bowlers everywhere. Can't even win a division that Carson Wentz is in.
I think Dak Prescott's just better than Carson Wentz. He just is.
Yeah, but he doesn't do anything. He never does it. Like, he never outperforms them. He doesn't even win the division that Wentz is in. Like,
come on.
They're in the same division.
Hold up. They got the same amount of division titles if you want to look at it like that.
Okay, then fine. Then he's even. He does it. So Dak's got more talent with him, and he's even with the guy that you're telling me is terrible.
And Dak Prescott,
and they're in the same division. They're fighting for the same division.
Dak Prescott actually won a playoff game.
Okay. And Carson Wentz was an MVP candidate. Dak Prescott was never that.
Oh my God, an MVP candidate 5 years ago. Let that.
Okay, Dak Prescott, when he won his playoff game 3 years ago.
Michael Vick was an MVP candidate once upon a time. Let it go.
Yeah, well, he's not playing anymore now, is he?
No,
we're not talking about Michael Vick. And guess what? If we were talking about Michael Vick, I'd be telling you he's better than Dak Prescott.
Michael Vick's better than
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz. And Michael Vick fucking sucked with the Eagles.
Michael Vick did not suck with the Eagles.
He had 13. No, he had about 10 good games, just like Carson Wentz had about 10 good games with the Eagles. I've seen way more.
Yeah, that's also the end of his career.
I've seen more bad football out of Carson Wentz than good. Do you deny that?
What, this year or just overall?
No, period.
Well, especially this year.
So wait, hold up. You've seen more bad than good, yet his team's winning. With no winning? NFL talent.
Wait,
the teams had winning records. So in his first season on the MVP run, they had a winning record with him as a starter. Last year, he played all 16 games, winning record with him as a starter. He has more bad football than good. So the two full seasons he has, he's got a winning record, but he's playing more bad football than good. So how's that possible?
He is this season.
Yeah. This season, he absolutely is playing more bad football than good. But for his career, I can't say that. I mean, I can't say it's not true.
Yes, bro. He's played way more bad football than good. I've seen way more.
Okay, well, then they must have a great team because they keep winning despite that.
They did. They won the fucking Super Bowl despite him. Despite him,
he was on the field. You can't win it despite him if he's not playing.
Yeah, despite that, he didn't even fucking play.
He got them in that position. He got them to buy.
He got them to that position. That's what everybody fucking favorite thing to say is. No.
If he was healthy, you don't think he would have won?
Hell no.
You don't think they would have made it to the Super Bowl if he was healthy?
No. They would have lost to Atlanta. They definitely would have lost to Minnesota, and they definitely wouldn't have beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
I don't think they would have beat Tom Brady.
With Carson Wentz.
No, not with Carson. Listen,
no, we didn't think they were going to beat Tom Brady with Nick Foles. So
I did.
You know,
I did.
Well, you're the only person who's playing it, so.
No, not just me. Me and Mike. Me and my cousin Mike knew we were going to win. Tone in my line.
Well, you're the only two. They picked the Eagles to beat Tom Brady.
Super Bowl, bro? Really? Wow.
He's not an Eagles fan, though.
Oh, yeah.
He's a Dolphins fan.
All right.
I was rooting for them. I hate the Patriots. I was rooting for them. I was thrilled they beat him. They hit him for that fumble. Brandon Graham's my hero. Good for him. But I'm not picking them to win going into the game.
I'll never pick the Eagles as long as Carson Wentz is the quarterback ever again. You can't even beat the Bengals, bro.
Listen, that's this year. I agree. He's not playing well.
No.
Now, do you think
if you had bet against him, if you had bet against him his whole career, you'd be losing right now. Because
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would. Last year you went 9-7, so you would have lost. I know that his first year when they, so that's losing for you because you would have bet against him 16 times.
Like 6-10 his first year.
What is this?
They were 13-3. That's the year that everybody's holding on to. And then,
so you'd have been down 10 games that year, and then 2 games last year.
Carson Wentz has a losing record as a starter. Carson Wentz has a losing record as a starter on the Eagles. Okay, a losing record.
All right.
He has not won one playoff game. What are you talking about?
Right, and I said he's middle of the pack. He's middle of the pack.
He's trash. He's the worst quarterback in that draft. We should have
that draft.
Yo,
stop it.
This is what I want to happen. This is probably going to happen.
He's going to go to the Colts.
Yeah, we're going to end up trading him to the Colts. We're going to end up trading him to the
Colts.
Yeah,
that's what he swears. He's going to the Colts after this season.
Phil Rivers is washed.
So Frank Reich can get him back?
Yes, I want Frank Reich to have him. All right,
you're signing him over.
Yeah, I want him gone.
He's going to go to the fucking Super Bowl.
No, they're not. Not with Carson Wentz. And then we're going to sign.
He's going to go back to Frank Reich. It's going to be just like the DeAndre Hopkins things all over again. You're going to tell me how he's not a number one receiver. He's going to go to the Cardinals and lead the league in catches. So now,
DeAndre Hopkins.
We know that. And now you're going to be wrong about Carson Wentz.
He might be great in a different scheme.
I am not wrong about Carson Wentz.
He might be great in a different scheme.
He's not great.
He was great. Kim, that's the thing. He was great in a different scheme. He was.
Yeah, I didn't see him
in
a different scheme.
He's talking about the scheme, but he just said that Carson Wentz does what he wants. So we're running his scheme.
Now he does because the coaches don't hold him accountable. Doug saw.
Hold him accountable
and the
for
coaches
what? Being sorry? Being
sloppy?
No, hold him accountable for having poor mechanics, for forcing the ball, for holding the ball too long, for taking unnecessary hits. Nobody's holding him accountable for those things.
Buddy. That's okay. You'll get him next time.
So when you say hold him accountable.
Yeah, that's what he's telling him.
What do you mean? Hold him accountable.
What do you mean? Like,
his ass?
Okay, so like when they go over film, and they see that his base isn't set and he's throwing off balance constantly, they're like, oh yeah, that guy made a good play on it. Don't worry about it. You'll hit the next one. Instead of saying, hey,
no way.
They might be.
Oh, absolutely.
They might be.
No way.
I could see that.
Michael Vick admitted he wasn't watching film when he was in Atlanta. Nobody was holding him accountable. You know why? Because he was running around making plays for him. Whether they were winning or losing, didn't matter. He had plenty of losing seasons. When he ran for 1,000 yards, they didn't win. But nobody said anything to him because he ran for 1,000 yards. He's freaking Michael Vick. And that's what the Eagles are doing because I honestly don't think Peterson's that good of a coach. I think he had a really good team around him. And, now as those guys peel off and go away, he's getting more and more exposed.
You agree with that?
I really think that's what's happening. Doug Peterson, yeah. I don't think he's that good of a coach.
Don't see that. Doug fucking Peterson.
Yeah, I don't think he's that good of a coach. I think.
So, Tony, you think it's Doug? You think it's Dougie P too?
Yeah, I've been told you it was Doug. Doug had all those backup coaches behind him that had experience. Frank Wright, all those other guys.
Deuce Staley in?
DeFilippo was the other one.
Yeah, DeFilippo. I think they have so many assistants and shit. And now that they're all gone, and Doug Peterson
and all their teams are doing well, by the way.
We also got to keep in mind that Dougie P was coached from Andy Reid. And now if we all go back and know, yes, Jeff loves Andy Reid. He's the greatest coach ever. But he didn't win.
That's relaxing.
Andy Reid didn't win.
Right. Andy Reid did not win.
Doug did. Only with Nick Foles, though. That statue's out in front of the link. Go take a peek at it. At it. Let's go, Eagles. Let's go, Foles. Let's go, Dougie P. Fuck Carson Wentz. He's got to go.
You might as well put a Chicago Bears jersey on him.
Ooh, I'm about to go get me a Foles jersey. Yo, let's applaud him.
Go for it. Go for it. It's going to end just like it did at Green Bay.
I'm about to go get me a Foles jersey.
So we're saying that it's Doug Peterson, who was coached by Andy Reid, who is in my opinion, one of the biggest underachievers as a coach in Philadelphia.
Who?
You're going to disagree.
Who, Andy Reid?
Yes.
No, that's a fact.
Andy Reid is shit.
I don't know.
That's a fact.
If he coached Dougie
guess
P,
what?
what makes you think that Dougie P isn't going to be a big underachiever?
Why? Because Dougie P won the fucking Super Bowl. Now shut your mic off.
He won one.
You know who else is an underachiever? This is changing the subject, but Charlie Manuel is a fucking underachiever as a Philly coach. I mean, but that's
underachiever?
Yes, an underachiever. The Phillies should have won multiple World Series during that stretch.
I'll give you that. I think that falls more on Ruben Amaro than anything. He blew a couple.
Everyone wants to blame GM.
He made a couple of huge mistakes. But I think the loss that I put on Charlie is that St. Louis series when they had the four aces.
All they had to do was let the fucking Braves win,
either that or he had to not play Polanco in that game. Or not Polanco. Polanco. He had to not play Polanco in that game. He had a hurt back. He couldn't swing. He had him playing third base, but he could not come around the ball. You had to get him out. I was actually at that game. I sat on the third baseline. I saw him up close. He was stiff as hell. He couldn't move. You got to get this guy out of the game. But Charlie's loyal to his guys, and he said he could play. That was his downfall, but whatever. I mean,
that was the problem. But I mean, that's a good question. Who's a bigger underachiever, Andy Reid or Charlie Manuel in Philadelphia? That's close. That's close.
That's tough. I feel like Reid had more opportunity, though. Reid was at the doorstep longer than Manuel.
So was Charlie, though. Charlie
Charlie's window was like.
But you know what? Maybe they're onto something when it comes to this coaching because Andy Reid. We can't say Andy Reid did not have great teams at times that he should have won the Super Bowl with.
Yeah. No. Right? He's just about to answer that. He's about to answer that. Go ahead, John.
Why? Who's the bigger underachiever?
Yeah. Who's the bigger underachiever? Charlie or Andy?
Well, it's got to be Andy because Charlie won. Charlie did get one. I mean, you could say he should have got more, but Andy didn't get any. He got none.
Not in Philly.
So,
right. So
wait. I say Reid's the bigger underachiever.
Reid had more opportunities than Charlie. Charlie blew it multiple times, bro. Multiple times.
Yeah, but
decisions that he made.
Okay, listen. He had maybe 3 or 4 years where he could have won. Reid was here for 100 years, and Reid was at the doorstep. Reid was at the doorstep 5 times, and Charlie won one. Charlie has a trophy. Andy has none.
True.
Like if I win 1 out of 5 and you win 0 out of 5, at least I got one. I'm gonna go polish mine. You're not gonna polish yours.
Yeah, you're right.
That's really what it boils down to. If one won, one didn't.
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe they are onto something about the coaching because Andy Reid definitely had teams that he could have won with. He had great teams after himself.
It's definitely both. It's the talent on the field and it's the coaching. It's the balance of both. Because if you look at Reid now,
under his reign, he had great teams.
Right, and the other part of it is Reid was making a lot of the personnel decisions then, and he was one of those guys that was refusing to bring in a receiver until he brought in T.O. But he was perfectly fine with the system, and he's rolling out Reggie Brown and what was that other guy? Freddie Mitchell and Nay Brown and James Thrash, who was 110. Like, these were the starting receivers for NFC championship teams. Like, if you're good enough to get there with those guys, imagine if you had a real receiver. Todd Kingston. Like, guys stunk. Like, outside of all those guys, outside of James Thrash, never did anything anywhere else ever.
That's true.
Like, Todd Kingston never went anywhere. Freddie Mitchell never went anywhere. Nate Brown got cut from the Eagles, never got heard from again. Like, Reggie Brown never did anything again. Like,
So you think that if Carson had good receivers on the field, he would be great?
I think. Or
he'd be better.
I think he'd be better. I think Wentz is as good as what he is not. He is not a elite level. Like, he's not Rodgers, and he's not
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, never will.
He's more like a. I think he's more like a
Matt
Ryan. Yeah. No, not Matt Stafford. Like Matt Ryan, Jared Goff. Like, give me the pieces, give me the right coaches, and I can win with it. Like Goff got to the Super Bowl. Ryan got to the Super Bowl. They didn't win, but like they had. Look at what Ryan had around them. Look at what Goff had around them. He had the right coach, the right back, the right receivers, and that's kind of what we're saying about Wentz. If he had this, the Eagles are an exceptionally bad example because their talent is so bad. But it's like, when he's had at least decent around him, he can make it to the playoffs. So I think if he had one or the other better coaching or receivers, I think he could win tell me he can't win 2 more games. Like, he can win 2 more games. They were winning the Seattle game before he got hurt. So, I think he needs certain things around him to win.
Yeah.
He's not Rodgers. He's not Peyton Manning. He's not Tom Brady.
Right now, his go-to is Zach Ertz. Like, Zach Ertz is his main go-to.
Yeah. And he's getting older. And I think, who else is like that, too? It's like Rivers is like that. When his team's good, he's good. Now, he puts up good stats, but, like, his team don't win. Like, when he had LT and Antonio Gates and all those guys, his teams were in the playoffs and they were winning games. But as soon as those guys went away, he didn't win anything. Even when he had Keenan Allen and Melvin Gordon and all that, the team was okay, but they were like 9-7, 8-8. Rivers is similar to that. Like, he's as good as what's around him. He can put together numbers and he can get to the playoffs, but he can't really. He's like that. That's what I think.
Carson's as good as what's around them?
No,
yeah,
I don't.
You don't agree with that?
No.
I could see that. That makes sense.
I think Carson's a fucking maniac.
You're just done with Carson.
I'm done with him.
Listen, I can't say nothing about him this year. He's playing bad. The team stinks, and he's playing bad. It's like one's compounding the other. His bad play and the lack of talent are just – it's ugly to watch. It really is.
It's tough to watch.
The team does stink, and they are playing bad. It's like so many people
Jeff,
hurt.
I understand at your team it's frustrating because, you came in expecting more.
Way more, bro.
Yeah.
Way
more. Listen, I got into an argument when the Cowboys drafted CeeDee Lamb, right? When they drafted CeeDee Lamb, my friends were talking about how the Eagles were going to win a division and it wasn't even going to be a competition. And I'm like, come on, guys. It's going to come down to them in Dallas. And they're like, what? How could you say we're on par with Dallas? And I'm like, guys, what team are you looking at? First of all, Jeff, like you said, it's 2 for Dak, 2 for Carson. It's come down to the Eagles and Dallas every year that they've been together in the division.
That's true.
So how could we say, now, we're going to turn around and say, oh, the Eagles are just going to win it because they won it last year at 9-7 and eked it out? No. The Eagles did a better job with less talent. Great, bravo. But, let's be realistic about it. It still came down to those 2 teams.
Yeah.
That's who you're looking at. That's your main guy. It's not the Giants. It's not the Redskins.
Right.
It's going to boil down to them, too, and it's going to be the last game of the season again. And one of them's going to come out on top, and one of them's not. But the way the Eagles are trying to do it and the way the Cowboys are trying to do it, the Cowboys are just doing it with talent upon talent. They're just piling talent on talent.
It might come down to the Cowboys in Washington right now. The Eagles might take themselves out of the mix. It might just
I don't think Washington's sustainable. I don't think Washington's sustainable. They can't keep winning. Haskins stinks. Ron Rivera talked about benching him today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said if he doesn't straighten it out, he's benching him. He's like, there's comes a certain point where you got to get better or you got to sit down. I was like, well, so much for that.
I agree. There comes a point where you got to get better or take him out. But that's what Jeff feels like. With Wentz, he's not getting better. He feels like he should be taking him out. They should be taking him out.
Listen, and that's the other thing too. I think that's what Wentz doesn't have from his coach. I don't think Doug Peterson will ever stand up and say that. Ever.
I agree.
Ron Rivera stood up in front of everybody and said, yo, this guy's not playing good enough. He can sit down if he's going to keep playing like that. Doug Peterson will never say that.
That's throwing your player under the bus,
and you're getting yourself fired because it will get his ass fired, too, eventually. Dougie P will get fired.
Dougie P has a Super Bowl championship. Dougie P has a road.
But don't act like they won't fire his ass if he keeps losing.
Yeah, Lurie's pretty loyal.
Man.
Lurie stuck around with Reed forever. And
a very long time.
A good 20 years,
A very long time.
Yeah. Yeah. If it wasn't
he didn't have any bad seasons. He won almost every season.
But not the main.
Well, no. If you remember, right before their last, when they went on that run and they played the Cardinals in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And they lost that game. The season before that, they weren't good. And then those last couple seasons, when Juan Castillo was the coordinator and the dream team, quote unquote, with Vince Young, that got ugly. That got ugly. But those seasons he was sticking with them. Those seasons they were building. They were definitely building and ascending. Reed just plateaued and he stuck with them. That was who was that guy? Marty Schottenheimer. He'd go to teams and just win, and get the AFC Championship and lose. He just couldn't get over the hump. Reed was getting into that territory where he was going to be that guy.
He was in that territory. He could only get to the
if it wasn't for Patrick Mahomes, I'm pretty sure he'd still be in that territory.
Oh, you're hating, man.
Well, listen, he couldn't win. He couldn't win with McNabb. He couldn't win with Alex Smith. But here comes Mahomes.
He couldn't win in Philly.
Wins.
Period. Yeah, he just couldn't win in Philly.
Yeah, well, I think part of that, I think that was the philosophy. I think if he would have changed his philosophy earlier, and got McNabb some receivers, invested a little more in skill position and not been so married to the system, I bet you if you got him off the record and asked him, and he was honest, he said, yeah, you know what, I messed up.
And I remember, because this is really before I started watching football, but I remember everybody used to complain that they didn't run the ball. The Eagles did not run the ball. Andy Reid does not run the ball enough. Everyone used to complain that he didn't run the ball enough.
Oh, it's funny you say that. I just had this conversation with somebody yesterday. It was Reid always came up with a good enough game plan, but then he would get in the big game, and it would always be something like that, bad clock management, or he didn't run the ball enough.
He didn't run the ball enough.
Right. So when he gets Alex Smith, if you remember, it turned the Chiefs around, and Smith was playing better. And, it was a good match, but then they get to the playoffs, and it was they just weren't aggressive enough. He played a little too safe. But I think when he gets Mahomes, I think what Mahomes does for him is those one or two hiccups that he couldn't get over the hump. Mahomes is so special that he makes one or two plays that just erase. So they don't even put him in that situation. Because they're just look at last year in the playoffs. The Chiefs got down three different times, including in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Mahomes just goes
down
crazy.
the whole first half, and then
they
just
in the Houston game, they were down 21 or 24-0.
Mm-hmm.
And look, and part of that's Reid's play calling and coaching and all that stuff, but also part of that's you got a generational quarter. I mean, when's the last time you saw Mahomes?
Right.
Never. Yeah. Maybe young John Elway or maybe Marino, but even those guys, even Elway when he was young, he wasn't winning.
True.
Nobody, Marino throws like him, but he don't move like him, and Elway moves like him, but he's got a big enough arm. But those touch throws, Elway wasn't throwing that when he was younger. He was all rocket balls, and then it's you look at a guy like Rodgers, who was slinging it all over the yard. Maybe he's comparable. Maybe, that's about it. You're talking maybe two or three guys in NFL history that are comparable to this guy. So, and kudos to him for picking him. He picked him. Nobody else did.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's the case. I really do. I think he changed his philosophy a little on talent because you see now he has Travis Kelce, he has Tyreek Hill. That philosophy kind of changed, and then he gets the quarterback that's, he always had Alex Smith and McNabb who were really good and, excellent quarterbacks, but now you have, special. Mahomes is just different level.
Something else, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's where sometimes it's just listen, the guy makes a play. How many times you see him make a play, it's all right, can't stop that. That run he had in the Super Bowl, that where he runs the ball in from however far out he was. But it's just that wasn't drawn up. That wasn't no play call.
Mm-hmm.
Was that?
Yeah. Improvising and shit.
That's no play. That's just he saw it. He made the play. He broke the tackle. That's you can't. Some things just are beyond coaching. That's why I really believe it's both. You could coach him up and get him in the right spot and call plays and all that stuff, and that'll win you games. But when you need that one X factor, sometimes it's just talent that just takes over. You get a guy that makes Seattle at the goal line. Malcolm Butler jumps the route. He just did it. That's it. That dude just came in and did it. David Tyree catches the ball off his helmet, just made the play, man. That wasn't coached up. It's not how it's supposed to be. That was never in the playbook. The playbook was not almost get sacked, get out of the grass, chuck it up like a duck. Tyree will glue it to his helmet, and we'll get the first down. Nobody called that. If that wasn't the call. So.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll put that in our playbook for Sunday. I'm going to draw that up and tell Scott. And be like, listen, throw the worst pass of your life over the middle. I'm going to jump up and hold it to my head as I fall to the ground. As Tyree's slamming me to the ground.
Well, Tyree's going to be prepared for that because he listens to his podcast.
No, he's going to know. No, damn. Tyree, I was only kidding. It won't.
All right, let's hop off the NFL. Let's pick some of our games next week, and then I'll go from there, and then we'll end it up because I got to go to work in the morning.
All right, so Camden or the Panthers?
Let's pick a start. All right, about how many points?
Camden Panthers, Camden minus 24.
Damn.
I was going to say 21.
Holy shit.
I think this is going to be their comeback game.
All right, give me Camden by 16.
All right. Steel City versus the Hybrids. I'm giving Steel City 40. I really am.
Oh wait, did we look at our spreads from last week or no?
Oh yeah, we didn't even go over them. We didn't even do them games yet.
Let's see, because we did. Where is it? You know, I don't even think you got into spreads with us, John. Oh yeah, you did. You did.
I didn't.
Okay, you did. All right, so it's the Braves and the Sloth. I had the Braves by 7. John, you had the Braves by 10. They won by
9.
All right, so you got that one.
Damn, that was close.
Washington Township and Steel City. I had Steel City by 10. Jeff had by 14. John, you had 12. So Jeff won because they won by 40.
Jeff won by default.
Right? The Panthers and the Ballhawks. I had 14. Jeff had 20. John, you had 12. Panthers and the Ballhawks, let's see. They won by
20 or about.
Yeah, it's about 20, yeah. 35-12.
All right. That's about 20.
Yeah, 20. Yes. You won that one by default. Yeah. You had 20. Close enough.
They were so far over what you said, you just happened to be the highest one.
Yeah, right? All right. They can't.
It's like when they're winning by 40 and you picked 12, you didn't pick the right thing. And we just.
You're just the closest one. Camden and the Ravagers. Jeff, you had 6. I had Camden winning by 7. And what was the final score again?
8.
They won by
21-13. Yeah.
Prospects and the Ravens. Yeah, I got that one. Prospects versus the Ravens. I don't have. John picked 20 Prospects by 21. I had Prospects by 21. Jeff had Prospects by 30. Jeff won because they won like 40-6.
I can't believe the guy by 31. That's
what? No. That's crazy. Savages versus Philly Steak. I had Philly Steak by 3. Jeff had Philly Steak by 6. John had Philly Steak by 9. So John won that one because it was like 28-6 or something like that.
Yeah, that's a default win too.
Yeah, that is a default win.
Balboas and GCRs. I had GCRs winning by 21. Wrong. And Jeff, you had them by 10. Wrong. Again. John had them by 8, so he was the closest.
By default.
Yeah. Well, I was actually close to the real thing.
They won by 1. And then Rock
Bottom was given 1.
We didn't know Rock Bottom was
hybrid.
hybrid.
We didn't know yeah.
We didn't know right.
You.
All right, applaud me. Applaud me.
Yeah.
John. You got both got 3. I got 1. Mommy doesn't stay up. You both had 3.
All right.
Okay.
So what was our first game we picked? I said by 24 for somebody.
Camden.
Oh, Camden over the Panthers.
Yeah. Then we got Steel City versus the Hybrids.
Wait, hold on. Let me pick mine.
You did already. Camden versus Panthers. You said 16.
Okay.
Yeah,
John said 24. I said 21. You said 16.
Okay.
And then it's Steel City versus the Hybrids. I said Steel City by 40.
40. That's so awful.
You're crazy.
Yo,
no
Rock
way.
Bottom just beat them 40-0.
So what?
And Steel City just beat the Washington Township 48-6.
Okay.
I'm giving them 40.
Oh my God. Yeah,
that's
crazy.
ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
That's what we're saying now. Until next week, we're going over this things like, Kim won by default because they put up 50.
No, that means they can beat them by 50 if you win by default.
Right?
Yeah.
They put up 50 on them.
All right, give me Steel City with 2020.
All right, I'll do Steel City by 18.
All right. Then we got the Ballhawks versus the Balboas.
I'll say Ballhawks by 21.
The Balboas were fighting there, but
yeah, they were.
It was still,
I was watching that Ballhawks game.
They're still a new team, and they're still tough, and the Ballhawks are still a little more experienced. So I'm going to say the Ballhawks by 23.
Who did the Ballhawks just beat?
Panthers.
The Panthers.
Okay. All right. Give me
Not by much either though.
Give me Ballhawks by. Give me Ballhawks by.
Actually,
17.
I actually compare the Balboas to the Panthers. To me, they're like similar to the Panthers. All right, then we got Rock Bottom versus the Ravagers. Well, I guess John will leave him out of this one.
Yeah, John can't.
I will not pick that one. No.
I say. Oh, it's gonna be close. You go first, Jerk.
I'm gonna say Rock Bottom by 3.
Wow! You think it's gonna be that close?
Yeah.
I say Rock Bottom by 7.
All right. Then we got the Prospects versus Township. I'm saying the Prospects by 40. Get out there right now.
What's with this 40 shit?
Well, because they just beat the Ravens.
You gotta jump
by
out the
40.
window. You gotta jump out the window.
I'm thinking it before anybody else does.
The fucking Ravens. The Prospects got the easiest schedule, man.
The Steel City just beat Washington Township.
Well, they had to play. Well, hold on. Prospects play Camden week 1. That's not.
Yeah, that was it though.
All right. Well.
They'll get to their tougher games later. But
not everybody has our schedule.
Yeah, you got to play y'all schedule.
Washington Township's getting a whooping. They're first in the league.
I think after Rock Bottom, I think we got Ballhawks too.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. And then you guys got us. Now,
we have you week 6. We have you week 6.
You play Rock Bottom, then Camden, then Rock Bottom, then them, then Camden.
Jesus,
you have Savages, Panthers, Rock Bottom. Yeah, that's week 5. Yep, then the Ravagers, then Camden. Yeah, so your schedule gets tough in the middle.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's tough to start.
Next week.
Yeah, they give you, and then the Panthers, then Rock Bottom. So they give you a couple warm-up games before you got into yours. They just threw the Ravagers in.
We're gonna.
All right, so what game are we picking now?
Prospects versus Washington Township. I got Prospects by 40.
You said 40. All right, I'll say Prospects by 28.
Yeah, you yelled at him like, I'm not giving nobody 30 points. That's crazy. And they fucking covered.
I know. I was like, I know that was 30. Oh my God.
They fucking covered. Damn. You said 40. You said basically 30. Shit.
I said 28. 28.
28.
You need to go high or low. High, low.
I would say.
You just split the difference and go 35.
I'm gonna say Prospects. I would say Prospects by
50.
No, 30.
35.
37.
They're on the roll.
37.
All right, there we got Philip Stakes versus the Sloths. The Sloths.
You know what I should do? I should call Larry and tell him you picked by 37. He'll stop scoring just so you lose.
You know what?
No, you won't. You know what? He wants the points.
Yeah. I know.
I think the whole Prospects Braves beef is behind now that the Prospects are doing well. You know, I got friend requests on Facebook from Prospects members asking for footage.
It was never beef. It was a football game.
There was beef over that one football game. Yeah, but I think that's behind them now. Yeah.
All right. What's our next game?
Philip Stakes versus the Sloth.
Oh.
I think that might
how
be
much is
It depends on who their quarterback is, though. It depends on who. Phillip State has quarterback issues, so it depends on who's showing up for them. Like,
I'm taking Phillip State. I'm going to go first. I'll say Phillip Stakes by 12.
That's what I just said. I erased it.
I got it.
I would say Phillip Stakes by 10.
And how much did they win by last week?
It was
Phillip Stakes beat who did? Yeah, he beat the Savages.
The Savages, yeah. It was 28-6 or something like that. Yeah. But they got quarterback issues. I know there was they were trying to. They didn't know if their new quarterback was gonna 28-6.
Well, I saw Grasso.
Yeah, Grasso's
hurt. Grasso's hurt.
It looked like he had a collar around his neck.
He was trying to get the new boy from
neck roll or like
Williamstown. I know they had asked. I'm not allowed to mention his name, so they had asked somebody to coach the quarterback.
I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that.
Yeah, you saw that shit, right?
Me neither.
I'm not. No. All right, move on. So let's see.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not going there. Not going there.
We got
Let's go. What we got? What you got?
By what did you guys say? 12 and what else?
10.
I got. Well, you got 10?
Yeah.
I got 12.
All right, I'll do by 16.
Okay, I can expect.
You know, I'd take this. Braves versus Savages.
I'll stay out of this one.
Yeah.
I'll say the Braves by 20.
I'm going to say the Braves by 12.
Okay. I can respect it. We'll see.
Then we got GC Irish versus the Ravens. I don't know if it's going to be.
Yeah, last time you played the Savages, I was on your team.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fighting. They're fighting out there. They're not getting beat up out there. They're hanging in there.
I saw the one dude was out there who's pretty good for them on defense. The tall kid with the dark hair, but the one that plays press coverage a lot. I forget his name. But he's not a bad player. But he was out there. You know, that's good to see him.
I can't wait till Sunday. Let's go.
Yeah, me either. All right, so who was our game now?
GC Irish versus the Ravens. I don't know if it's going to be Dalton or Vin Brady or Vin Brady's brother. I don't know who's going to be quarterback.
Well, I think Dalton will be back. So
I know they were in Florida, so I don't know.
John, you want to take the honors? You want to go first?
Sure. I'll do GC Irish by. Man, I know those two teams have beef too.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I'll say GC Irish by 14.
14. All right. Go ahead.
Because I'm sure they didn't cover my spread last time.
No, they definitely didn't.
They got in a dog fight with the Balboas.
But they were missing Dalton and Caney out there. So I
they had 7 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they had 7 guys and the Balboas had 6.
I'm gonna say GC Irish by 21. I got.
Jeez, really?
There's beef, so I feel like they're gonna all show up and they're gonna try to represent and they're gonna try to shut Justin down.
Well, I think the opposite is good. I think the Ravens are gonna play their balls off.
Yeah,
I think the Ravens are too, but I think GC Irish is just better than the Ravens. The Ravens are still getting it together.
Well, I agree. I made him 14-point favorite. I made him 2-score favorite. So
what's John got?
I got 21. John's got 14.
Oh man.
Jeff's gonna go in the middle and take 16 again.
No, I'm gonna keep it a little shorter.
10.
I'm gonna keep it shorter. I'm gonna keep it because they've been in some closer games than I expected them to be in.
You feel like their reign is coming to an end? GC Irish's reign is coming to an end?
They have a reign. I'm going to say...
according to them, they're 14-0.
They are. That's not a lie.
Yeah. So you think that reign is coming to an end?
You think
the Ravens are the one to end the reign?
Could have come to an end. I don't.
But it will not be the Ravens.
This week. But not this week.
Not this week. Yeah, not by the Ravens.
But I'm going to say GC Irish by 9.
Their reign is coming to an end, but not by the Ravens. Sorry, Justin. Not yet.
Is that everybody?
That's everybody.
Guess what? If it does come to an end by Justin, we'll probably never hear the end of it.
Oh
my God.
Definitely.
And he would deserve to do that too.
Yes.
Yeah, he would never let them hear the end of it. Forget us not hearing the end of it. He would never let them hear the end of it.
Because you know what? You know how GCRs only calls in when they have big games and they win the championship or something like that? That's what Justin. That would be Justin's championship right there.
Justin watched the whole game. He's like, yo, I wouldn't even be here if this game wasn't so close. I want to lose. Yeah.
And
he watched the whole game against the Balboas.
And it's personal, yeah.
Good.
They got personal.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're friends, but he definitely wants to beat them.
Yeah. And it's still personal. They're still beating.
Yeah, that's like healthy rivalry. I think that's not like bad play. It's like, that's fun stuff. Like that's a game I want to watch. Like I want to watch them. I want to hear them talk.
It's like us.
That'll be fun.
It's like us. I would say it's like us.
Yeah. There's no animosity.
Yeah. Like when we're out there, when we're out there scrimmaging and Aaron and Reese are going back and forth, like, nobody cares really. It's just fun.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like if you win, he's happy for you. If the Braves win, you're happy for them. But you both want to beat each other. It's just friendly competition.
Yeah, that's how our game was last year. Like, it was back and forth. And you guys ended up pulling away, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Like, we all had fun. We had fun doing it. Even though, well, not last year. I guess that's 2 seasons ago now. I keep saying last year.
Yeah, no, it does feel like last year, though, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Last year. This was actually, we're talking about last fall season.
Yeah, it was about a year ago we played.
It was a year ago, yep.
Yeah. Although, I'm glad this year we play in the middle of the season and not at the last week.
Yeah.
Because even the season we didn't finish, we weren't going to play till like week 9 or 10 or something goofy like that.
I know.
Yeah, it was the very end. Now you guys played a prospect, a very nice game.
Unfortunately, the game you
played the most is the game you played the last.
Nah, I don't.
You
did.
I
wanted the prospect.
You did. You wanted the prospect.
But I don't have nothing to prove to them. They have to prove to us.
But they're trying to prove it.
No, they're impressing me. I ain't gonna lie. They're impressing me.
Yeah,
but so are you guys, bro.
Like, but they're not impressing you enough to think they can beat you, though.
No, I don't think they can beat us. No, I don't think they can beat us. I don't. But whatever. It is what it is.
We'll find out week 12 or whatever that is.
It's only one way to find out.
That's right.
Let's go.
Well, I guess that'll be regardless of record or whatever. That'll be game of the week that week, no matter what.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Definitely due to.
I think the game of the week this week is you guys versus Rock Bottom.
Of course, because the rest are not
lopsided.
Yeah, or maybe GCRs versus the Ravens, and that's lopsided too. That's not equally matched up. The most equally matched up would be.
I think the closest in talent.
Rock Bottom and Ravagers, yeah. Or Philip Stakes and the Sloth. I don't even know who's on Philip Stakes anymore.
I don't know about that either, but we'll see.
That might end up being a close game. I mean, you got 2 veteran teams.
The exciting game is probably going to be Rock Bottom and Ravagers. We're like, oh my God.
Let's see. All right, do the times and then we'll end it.
All right, so 8:45 Camden versus the Panthers, Steel City versus the Hybrids, Ballhawks versus Balboas. 10 a.m. Rock Bottom versus the Ravagers, Prospects versus Washington Township, Philip Stakes versus the Sloth, and 11:15 the Braves versus the Savages, and GCRs versus the Ravens.
Okay.
That is our
you guys are after us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. I hate the 11 o'clock.
You hate the 11 o'clock, but you hate the 8 o'clock.
It's time to get there early, though.
Yeah, but I like to watch everybody else's game.
Yeah, well, get there early when you can.
When they're on at 8, we won't get there at 8:45. We won't.
No,
when he has to play at 8:45, we're forced to be there, and then we get to stay and record some of the other games. But when he's there at 11:15, we'll be there at 11:15, and we'll miss all the other games.
Yeah, fuck it. I was trying to get there earlier, so.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
All right, John.
Yeah, we got there earlier to watch your game last week. That was really my reason. I wanted to.
Yeah, fucking Aaron was warming up on our sideline talking mad shit.
Like Big Red, like what do you think? We're coming out there like George Kittle catching his one-handed
goal. He's such a hater. He's such a hater.
I know. We were originally on that sideline, and they told us we had to move. So
why?
Whatever. Because Camden already had 2 guys. Vale and somebody else were there earlier than us. So we had to go to the other side.
Oh, so whoever gets there first claims that sideline?
First claim.
Right. Like I wanted to stand. Right. I wanted to stay between your game and the Ball Hawks game so I could just turn and watch.
Right.
Like whoever was having the possession, I would just turn and watch because I wanted to see both games. And when Kogel was like, "You guys are under the silence," I was like, "Well, we might as well move then because I don't feel like getting all our guys set up over here and then have them like fuck that."
Kogel, I guess
all right.
Jeff was out there like rooting for the Balboa team, and Kogel was repping. So he was on GC Irish's sideline rooting for Balboas, and Kogel didn't like that. I didn't know Kogel coached them, that he was from Gloucester and that he GC Irish as they were kids. Because they were like, "Oh, he was the best coach." Yeah, we didn't know that. GC Irish is like, he was the best coach ever. Like,
I seen him talking to them before, but I just figured he knew them from around. I didn't know.
Yeah. I don't think Kogel liked that Jeff was on GC Irish's sideline and rooting for Balboa.
Whatever, Kogel.
I know. He's like, "Shut up, Baxter. I'm going to bench you next week." He's screaming between fields like, "You say one more thing, Baxter, I'm benching you." I'm going to make you sit like that. Like you were rooting against his precious Irish.
Yeah, I really was. Like, whatever, Kogel, shut up, dude. I'm like, yo, shut his mic off. Like,
he was screaming across the field,
dude.
like,
mind your business. Like, I wasn't even talking to you.
I will say about that crew, I like that crew. Kogel, Sass, and I don't know the other guy's name that used to be Bill's assistant.
Yeah, Tyrone. I think it's Tyrone.
Tyrone, that's it. Yeah, Tyrone. Yeah, I like that crew. They were cool.
Man, whatever, man. I mean,
your refs blew a tag on Reese.
The fist.
Yeah, they did. Flag.
But you know what? They kind of like, I guess they're really taking this cursing serious thing. And the one guy that was on the sideline, he's like, "Look, I don't mind if you're off on the side, curse, and you're talking, you're having a conversation, and you throw curse word out. Like, I don't mind, but you can't scream it on the field." And they were like really taking that seriously.
I respect it.
Yeah, so we had the first game week 1, and they told us like absolutely no cursing. So, they did that thing where, "Oh, you guys have 6 guys, they have 6 guys, even though it's 8:25, we're starting the game." So I'm like,
Nah,
all right, great. So they were doing that. So I was like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. Like, we'll take the field, right? So now the Panthers guys are just like taking their time because they just have 6 also. So Big was yelling for the one guy to come on with the T, and the ref just told me the cursing rule, and I yelled over I think it was Chucky getting the T. I was like, "Chucky, take your fucking time right across the field." He goes, "Yo, what'd I just say?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I was like, I almost got flagged immediately. I almost got kicked out before the game started, week 1. It was immediate. He said, "Don't curse." I yelled right across the field immediately. It was the ref that looks like Tomlin. He yelled right at me. He's like, "What'd I just say?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I yell over the Bill. "Sorry, Bill." Yeah, we almost started the Panthers game 6-on-5 because I got ejected for the first time ever. I would have got ejected.
That would have been funny.
My God.
That would have been funny. That would have been wrong. Like,
yeah.
Can't curse. Like, come on.
Football, you can't
come on. I've never even I've only had a player in trouble once, let alone myself. Like, come on. Yeah.
Ejected from the game.
Watch that potty mouth, man. Watch that potty mouth.
Yeah, I know. I got to be mindful.
Stop that cursing on the field. That's the only thing they're throwing flags at. The only thing they're throwing flags at is the cursing on the field.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Right.
Or makeshift offsides. Like, come on. He wasn't offside.
Oh, no. You know what? Camden got a flag on them last week because when our guy went in motion, one of their DBs like stepped towards our receiver like he was going to jam him, and so he moved. And he was trying to sell it. He's like, "Oh, I was just faking him out." And Coach was like, "That's the part you can't do. You can't step to the line to make him flinch. Like, you're not allowed to do that." But he knew he was wrong. But
he got a flag. What did he get? 5 yards?
Yeah, well, it was at the goal line, so it was like half the distance of the goal or something. and down over. Yeah, it was meaningless. It didn't matter. They put us on the 2.5 instead of the 4 or something. Like, okay.
I wish I would have got that whole game.
Yeah, I know. But by the time your game was over, they were already like at the end of their game.
Yeah, I mean, I could.
Yeah, well, listen, you got the key series. Like,
we got to try to get there for the 10 a.m. Rock Bottom versus Ravagers one.
Yeah, I want to definitely tape that. Yeah, I want to tape that. You got to put the hybrids versus Rock Bottom up, even though that was a slaughter.
Yeah, but and the Ravens versus.
Ravens versus Sloth, yeah, as well.
But I got a couple other footage I got to put up.
Yeah, I want to get Washington Township up there. I got to get a couple other games up there, but.
I haven't even seen Washington Township play.
Well, I'm trying to tape their games.
Truthfully, I
can't tape games with the jerseys look the same. I just can't do it.
It's tough. Like the Balboas
Everybody's
and GC
gray
Irish.
or white. Everybody's gray or white.
No, Balboas and GC Irish were both green. And that's when they're like, when they went out there and saw that Balboas was the same green as them, they're like, luckily we have black T-shirts and they put them on. Otherwise it would be a mess. But the Savages and Balboa, I believe, they're red and white.
No, it was Savages and
whoever's playing
Savages and Phil Stakes.
They're red and white.
They look the same.
Yeah.
Like somebody's got to start like monitoring these jersey color.
I thought the same thing. Yeah, like when Camden showed up, I said to Vale, I said, you guys are wearing gray? And he was like, oh, everybody's trying to figure out our jersey color. I said, listen, I don't care what your jersey color is. You saw me last week. You could have told me you were wearing gray. I'd have changed our jersey.
Right.
Like, I know you're the league champ. Like, now theirs had like the bright orange in it, and we just have the white, which is fine. But, like, you're right. I looked around, and, like, Philip Stakes has a grayish, and Savages had a grayish.
Yeah.
And the Prospects are red.
Yeah, and then the Panthers are red, and the Balls are
It's like we talked about preseason. The Ballhawks kept that black.
Oh, they're black. Okay.
Yeah, they got that black. But the Panthers are red. Just like the Prospects, like they should just establish like this team's red, this team,
I agree.
You can't pick these colors. That's
I agree.
It.
That has to be
I agree. Like
something done. Like you can't have the same looking jerseys.
Yes, like the Braves are blue.
Yeah.
They did blue and yellow. GCR's is green. The Ravagers are gray. Like those are their colors established. If a new team comes in, they got to pick.
Rock Bottom is purple.
Yeah, they've always been purple.
Right.
Camden was always
like
black.
Rock Bottom.
Camden was
black.
Rock
Bottom wore their black ones this week because they were playing somebody that wasn't black. But like when they play somebody like Camden, they wear purple. Like they know what it is.
Right.
And even the hybrids, they wear that dark maroon. Like nobody else has that.
Right.
Yeah, so that's fine. And if the Balboas came out in like that white ass green, like okay, if
those
that's
are like
fine.
tie-dye shirts.
Yeah, they were.
They're like
light green. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just crazy looking. But and I don't really know what the Ravens colors are, but
I think they're
black and green.
Black and purple.
Black and green. Are they black
and purple? Black and purple.
Probably the actual Ravens.
Yeah, but all they got is the black jerseys, so it's like I don't know.
No, whatever. I think that should be, especially with only 16 teams. I don't think it's that hard to establish.
Any new team that comes in, like you can't pick this color, this color, this color. Like
right. Well, that's how it was when I first came in the league. Yeah, like when I first came in the league, Bill had a list, and he would send it to us and be like, "Hey, listen, these teams wear these colors. Don't pick them."
Yeah.
Yeah, like we when we first came in, we wore orange. There was another team with orange, but like that was when it was like Elite A-B, and like the only other team with orange was like an Elite. It was like, well, you're never going to play them anyway, so don't worry about it. It's like, okay. But like they told us what colors guys were, so whatever. It's probably something to suggest to them for future seasons. Like, everybody establish a color. Like you guys are blue and yellow. Like that's it.
Yep. And you stick to it. Yep. Any new team has to pick something
You can do it any logo or whatever you want, but just stick to blue and yellow, and we would stick to red and white.
I've tried to keep the colors the same.
Because nobody has that
same color scheme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
sometimes yellow and blue, sometimes blue and yellow, but it's still blue and yellow.
Yeah.
It's still blue and yellow.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you did. We had those gray ones our first year.
Yeah, that was because of Scott. He requested those colors, but
I know he loves that gray. That's how we ended up with gray. Yeah, that's how we ended up.
I didn't like those jerseys, but whatever.
Well, you know what? I didn't mind the. I like the baby blue on the gray. I like the way that stood out, but I just didn't like the way those ones were cut. Like they were cut like short, like they weren't long enough.
Yeah,
they're weird. It was just a weird cut. Everything else about them I liked, and they still listen. I used one of them for one of my guys week 1 because I forgot his freaking jersey in my house. Because I realized halfway to get Mike, I was like, I forgot his jersey. I said, do you have an extra one? I said, we need gray. He goes, I got one gray one. I said, all right, bring it. And he brought out the Braves one. I was like, whatever, I'm not playing this week anyway.
Whatever, they're not that color anymore anyway, so.
yeah, that's it. But maybe he should wear it every week because we won that game, so.
But those are okay. Well, my favorite ones were the yellow ones.
Yeah, I still wear that to practice. Aaron wears his to practice.
Me too.
You gotta like it.
I like the yellow one too. That's why
the yellow one was my favorite one.
Yeah, the yellow one stood out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the yellow one stood out. That royal and yellow that you have now, that was the color of one of my softball teams. I have a jersey just like that. I like that color combo too. I just like the yellow in it because it stands out. Like it goes together well.
Those are my favorite. That's my 2 favorite jerseys. Oh, but then we had the black and blue. Everybody liked those too.
Oh yeah. You know what? I tried to do that for my team one year with the back different than the front, and then like the colors inverted. But, yeah. The only thing with it was like after I tried to get, like they were so hard to find again.
Yeah.
Like, they had them once, and then that was it. Like, if I added players the next season, it was like, oh, we don't have those anymore. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You know, now I got to change the whole team or have one guy with a different one.
And some of them were blue in the front and black in the back, and some were black in the front and blue in the back.
Yeah,
like, find them.
But we were still
they look cool, but
like awesome jerseys.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the pattern of that.
Yeah, I like it too. But yo, John, got to roll, man. Fucking
all right, me too.
Calling, bro. Good luck this week.
You got it.
Yeah,
you too.
See you this week, man. I hope you guys do your best out there, man. It's not gonna be easy.
No, it won't. No game.
Tyree's listening to the show and game planning as we speak.
Tyree ain't no joke, man.
No, he's game planning. He's watching your footage.
I already know that.
He's listening to the show and he's game planning.
Tyree ain't no joke.
Tyree's not watching the 70s film like Ralph. He's not around the wishbone.
Nope, he's watching the current film.
He is watching the current film. I know he is.
Watching the current film, definitely.
Yeah, but, I'm sure he is. All right, you guys have a good week.
John. All right, bro. You too, man. See.
All right.
All right, let's pay some bills and.
Stop paying some bills. Barbershop Talk Radio Cash App. Throw some money in the Cash App.
Hit that Cash App.
Buy a T-shirt. BarbershopTalkRadioStore.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Barbershop Talk Radio. Not on Instagram anymore. We got deactivated. But we're on Facebook and Twitter, YouTube, Young Slim YUN9 space SLIM. Blog Talk Radio. BlogTalkRadio.com /YUN9 SLIM 1224. If you follow us on Blog Talk Radio, it'll notify you when we're on. You can call in 516-387-1879. And don't forget to throw some money in that Cash App.
Cash App.
We'll be on later in the week. We got to do our power. And now we got to do our NFL picks. So we'll be on sometime tomorrow or the next day. Sometime later in the week.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Peace.
Go Braves.